So you have already had an extremely busy Sundance. How are you holding up?
No, I'm great. I really don't just say this. It is my favorite place to be. Like I maybe have said that at other festivals, but you feel the sort of inertia of everyone loving movies, and at this one, I feel the most at home.
And you are any genre of film that you either have not touched on yet or would want to return to in your?
To make like a good scary movie, like something a little more psychological. But genre-wise, yeah, like a really good horror movie.
So I was told that you were cast in this role as an asshole to play against type. It was in the press notes.
Okay.
So what was it like to be told that?
I actually like to hear that, but I feel like I've actually played a decent amount of assholes. But like this guy, he surpasses them all. He's the worst of them all. But I hope what they meant, probably not, but what I hope what they meant is like me as a person. Maybe it plays against type of me as a person, which I don't believe that I'm an asshole. But anyway, yes, he's a very bad person. He's a degenerate. There's no way around it. But at the same time, Rose, the director, what I love about her is like in our initial conversations, we were really talking about like, okay, why is he an asshole? Like what happened to him when he was younger? Like what kind, he's a very violent person now. Maybe when he was younger, he experienced a lot of violence himself, and now it's kind of manifesting, as he's older, and he's like, inflicting it upon others. And so, again, we didn't talk about this in a effort to make him sympathetic, because you should not sympathize with this guy. But it was just to like round him out and make him just like give him a little bit of humanity.
After you started directing, did that change your relationship to filmmakers?
Definitely. In so many ways. I mean, a director has so much on their plate, and I know that's a very obvious statement, but when you do it, you realize, like, oh my God. And so, like, I've always been, like, a very prepared, punctual actor, but, like, since directing, I've gone above and beyond where I'm like, I will never be the problem for the director. I know how much they have going on, and I just don't want them to have to worry about me. And so that's that's what I do, and that's a legend right there.
And I read that you wanted to send up the trope of the strong female character. What was it that you hoped to subvert about that trope that we've seen?
I guess obviously it's kind of like, it's literally a very strong female character, but I guess within that sort of looking at it's a very oversimplified, slightly hollow sort of term in and of itself. So I guess it's sort of, as a starting point, let's have this very literally strong woman, and then find ways of sort of peeling that apart and look at, strength for strength's sake is kind of meaningless, and the messy reality is more interesting.
How did you guys bond as sisters? Did you have any rehearsal time prior to filming?
I think we just tackled each other a lot. It was very tactile, and then, I think you can just tell when you meet someone. We have a kindred spirit,
And what was the craziest part of your preparation, either when it came to eating or working out to get in shape for the role?
I've done competitions before, so none of that was crazy. It was actually the easiest I've ever had it, which was, I think that was the wild part. I was like, I worked so hard before, and I didn't have to. I think I worked with Larry Moss as an acting coach, and we really broke down the character, and I think it was, this role scared me. Look, it scared me. It was something that I've never done before. It was a really intense part. So we really just broke everything down, every moment, every scene, and really got to the meat and bones of Jackie, so that when I got to set, it felt effortless.